All right. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the greatest Call of Duty gamer ever. Why? Because I've beaten almost, if not all, of the Call of Duty campaigns on Veteran. However, I thought it would be fun to rate each Call of Duty's campaign, or Call of Duty itself, because the franchise has been around for a very long time. I think since 2003. Maybe a little bit, maybe 2002. However, Call of Duty has been a yearly franchise since Call of Duty 2, which I believe was 2005. Not sure. I can't quite remember. But it's been around for a long time. 20 years. You know, I'm slightly older than Call of Duty. Slightly. I was born in 92. So, here we go. We're going to start off ranking every Call of Duty's campaign that I've played. So, let's just get this right off the bat here. Warzone obviously doesn't have a campaign. Black Ops 4 doesn't have a campaign. Call of Duty Mobile doesn't have a campaign. And unfortunately, Call of Duty 3 does not exist on PC. Now, however, Call of Duty 3, I could technically emulate it. However, I don't own a copy of the game, so technically I can't emulate it. Legally, of course. Right? Emulation's already a gray area. If it ever comes to PC someday, we'll get there. I know the reasons why it hasn't come to PC. This is technically Treyarch's first Call of Duty. However, it was rushly made, as Call of Duty is. And just doesn't exist on PC. I don't have a 360 or a PS3 anymore to play this, unfortunately. Legitimately. That's why I won't play this. Okay, Call of Duty, easy, A, simple. Here's why. It's Call of Duty. It's the first OG. It was great, fun. Call of Duty 2, same thing. Just the next iteration of a Call of Duty game, improvements. Also has Nolan North in it. So it's got to go A tier. We all know where Modern Warfare is going. Just kidding. Modern Warfare changed the formula. It made it. I mean, the first this next generation of Call of Duty. This was like the first one on 360, followed by this one. But this one defined Call of Duty. This made Call of Duty what it is today. This is the juggernaut that started it all. Obviously, this Call of Duty, Call of Duty World at War. But one more thing I want to say, this Call of Duty kicked off one of the best campaigns I think Call of Duty's had in a long time. Maybe except for, I think this and Black Ops. You know, obviously Modern Warfare and Black Ops are Call of Duty's best storyline Call of Duties, right? Modern Warfare, Captain Price, Ghost, Soap, right? And this one you play as Soap. And, you know, just like that. Call of Duty World at War, what I liked about it and its campaigns, right, is the fact that it doesn't follow, like, you know, how these two did European campaign, you know, all of the Europe campaign, France, D-Day, all that kind of stuff. World at War did something a little bit different. It went with the Pacific for the Americans, and with Russia, it did what, you know, Russia did, the siege of Stalingrad. And then, you know, the retaking of Stalingrad, and then going into Europe, and, you know, the end, going into Germany, excuse me, and taking Berlin, obviously, and Reznov, and all of the characters from here, really good characters. Obviously, Modern Warfare 2 is obviously going to be A tier, or S tier, excuse me. Why would this be A tier? This was the game that everyone was talking about. No Russian. Even the media didn't like this game because No Russian was that horrendous. Like, it wasn't horrendous. It was I think it's an excellent mission. It's one of those missions you don't have to shoot the gun, right? You don't have to. Right? And also, you know, you had things like this had the AC-130. Which one had the... Yeah. You know, and then you had, you know, Captain Price, you get doing going to the Gulag, where they ripped this from. Right? This Gulag here was here first, by the way. Just so y'all know. Little advice. First Gulag from here was from this game. Because of course. Call of Duty doesn't got original bone in its body anymore. It's pretty much mush at this point in time. But again, the same set of characters from here. We're all here. So awesome. Amazing. Obviously, Black Ops has to be S tier. This was the first time a Call of Duty had the main character talk. Technically speaking, this one had it too, but not playable till the end. But Soap, I don't think Soap talked when you played as him. I think Mason does though, which is fine. Excellent. Treyarch did something new and unique here. Modern Warfare 3 is the epic conclusion to the Modern Warfare original trilogy. I say original because obviously there's now 2 new Modern Warfares and a 3rd one on the way. I think. I'm not sure. We're not sure what's going on with Sledgehammer's new Call of Duty. Apparently Sledgehammer's releasing a new Call of Duty this year. Again, rumors, take it with a grain of salt. But again, an epic conclusion to an epic trilogy of 3 great titles. Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 being the best of the 3 in my opinion. In terms of storytelling, in terms of gameplay, in terms of all that kind of stuff. Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is obviously S tier. I loved what Treyarch did with this one. They said, hey, what if we made choices that actually matter? What if you made choices? They gave the campaign life to it. They completely changed the campaign. Now, I wish more Call of Duties would follow Treyarch's example more of Black Ops 2, but they don't. They stay linear. They stay, obviously, they made them play them once, then go play the multiplayer. Black Ops 2, on the other hand, was you could play it multiple times and get so many different options. Great. Plus, the ending had Avenged Sevenfold in it, so obviously, S tier. It's after the credit scene. It's great. This is the first mid Call of Duty. Call of Duty Ghosts. It's that simple. Call of Duty Ghosts is not that interesting. The bad guy is boring. Again, all of these games right here have another thing in common. The bad guys are pretty interesting. Maybe except for World War II, it's Germans. But Reznov and a few other characters, their names, again, when you're recording, sometimes you forget these things. But Reznov being that S tier character, same thing here. Mason Woods, Reznov, Hudson, all those characters being here are great. Here you had, oh crap, I forgot who they were. You had Sandman. You had those guys, obviously Price and Soap, and spoiler, it's Soap's death in this one. If you watch the series, and Soap dies here in Modern Warfare 3, but it's a well-deserved death, and it's a good death. Yuri, all that kind of stuff. Black Ops 2, obviously has Woods and Mason and all those characters, but Raul Mendez carries this game as he's one of the best bad guys. I think Raul Mendez is one of the best bad guys Call of Duty has ever created. Ghosts, I don't like Rourke. I think Rourke hurts the game the most. He was only bad because he got left behind. Advanced Warfare. I want to put this at A, but I want to put it at S because I was actually surprised on how good the story was. But the issue is the bad guy in this game also kind of hurts it. I kind of want to put it at B though, because I don't really like Kevin Spacey's bad guy. I don't think they wrote his bad guy good. It's just plus it's the same character that Kevin Spacey always played. A guy who betrays everyone in the end. But, Troy Baker and the guy who plays Gideon and Cormac. And again, it's hard to say, but I'm going to give Sledgehammer a B. Okay. Black Ops 2. I feel like the music is way too loud. That just might be me. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. Black Ops 2. I already did Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3. I'm also going to put in B tier, because the story's confusing for me. I kind of want to put it at C tier, because I don't really like any of the characters. All of them are kind of, they're there and they're gone. Most of them get brain controlled immediately. You have Corvus, the AI guy. That's about it. You have the Ubisoft trip scenes, as I call them. Pretty sure every character dies at the end. Pretty much, but somehow Taylor comes back. Not too sure on that one. So that's that. Yeah, that's that. Infinite Warfare, I'm putting it S tier. I actually like this story. Sure, the choices didn't matter, but still, it was a ton of fun. You know, everybody loves Ethan. I personally love Ethan. Honestly, this one was great. Ethan, Reeves, I forget her name. Oh crap. I'm sorry. You have, you know, the actually bonding with the Retribution ship and everything like that. World at War is S tier. World War II, also C. Again, it just, Sledgehammer just goes down with this one. Again, I think Pierce being a dick the whole time just isn't fun. Losing, oh crap, what was his name? The guy who was protecting the company from Pierce before Pierce takes over. And then Pierce just takes over and just wrecks those people. And, it's okay. I think that one's okay. Modern Warfare, not as good as Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Maybe, I don't know. This is a newer title. Again, 2019 versus 2007. Yes, 2007 versus 2019. In terms of quality, Modern Warfare would be better. In terms of characters, they're all the same. These two are basically the same thing, just a little bit different. But personally, I think the campaign is, I mean, you know what? I think this campaign was really good. I really enjoyed this campaign because it was a new retelling. And it brings in Price, it brings in Gaz. Farah's a good character. Her brother, you know, obviously betrays you to use the Russian gas on the Russians to stop the wolf. But I don't know. I'm conflicted with this one. I'm going to put it here because I actually like the game in general. I thought Modern Warfare was really good. Cold War, I want to give S tier because I like Cold War. I feel like I'm giving too many games, but Cold War, I could put Cold War at A. But I love the ending to Cold War where you and Adler are standing there and he's like, the Arctic weather. It's great, isn't it? And then he pulls his gun and we betray each other. Or he betrays you because you can't keep around, you know, you forever. Vanguard's getting enough. Vanguard is Sledgehammer's worst game by far. The campaign is so easy to read. So easy to tell what these characters are doing. The characters are even unlikable. The only thing that holds up this campaign is the first mission, and that's it. I wish they would have done better with Novak. I hate that they killed Novak off or got beat by a chair. Modern Warfare 2, I'm giving it an A. Yes, I'm giving Modern Warfare 2 an A. Here's why. The campaign just isn't that interesting. I've played it twice just to see if I could think of anything. The issue with the campaign I have is the fact that the main bad guy, who is Hassan, it just feels like you should have got rid of him a lot sooner. Halfway through the game, just war crimed his ass, you know? But you don't. And then you have, obviously, the Shepard betrayal with Shadow Company. Who would have saw that coming? No surprise there. So, again, not as good as this one. This one's okay. I mean, another thing I could lower about Modern Warfare is its shock and awe campaign. By the time you finish this campaign in Modern Warfare, it's like, you're just like, I can't be shock and awed anymore because they literally shock you every step of the way. But again, I like Call of Duty campaigns. If it's easy to please me, it's great. You know, obviously Modern Warfare is easy to please. World at War was really good. And also Modern Warfare, the original one, has to be S tier. It's not because of the campaign. Well, actually, just because of the campaign. But Mile High Club. I love Mile High Club. It's one of my favorite missions. It's so fast paced. You're on your toes the whole time. You really can't stop. You have to keep moving. You have 1 minute to go from the bottom of the plane to the top of the plane. And that's about it. Like, it's such a simple mission, but it's so hard. I love it. World at War. Great Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, again, these are all good Call of Duties. I would recommend, if you ever wanted to play Call of Duty campaigns, these are all really good. All of them. These are all good campaigns. These campaigns are really good too. This one's okay. I would stay away from this one. If you like Black Ops, I mean, again, I could put Black Ops 3 here because I like the gunplay. I loved being able to pick my guns, pick some perks, all the unique abilities, even though I use the same ones where I could burn people, throw drones at people, blow up robots. Those are fine. These two you could skip Vanguard. But again, anything in S and A, I highly recommend as good Call of Duties. These are great Call of Duties. Go out and get these. These you could hit or miss. These really, honestly, you could stay away from. They're very mid. Don't play Vanguard. Shit on Vanguard every time. But these Call of Duties are okay. These are just their campaigns, not their multiplayer, not zombies. Obviously, because to be fair, if I rated them by their multiplayers, it'd be a whole different story. Some of these would fall drastically. I mean, just to give you a hint how drastically these would fall, Modern Warfare 2 would go F tier for multiplayer. I don't like its multiplayer at all. And it's not because of skill-based matchmaking. It's not that. It's the maps. It's the guns. Well, the gunplay is actually pretty good. It's the maps that ruin Modern Warfare 2. The biggest thing for multiplayer for me are the maps. I don't care about skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking is here to stay. It's been around, but it hasn't been as aggressive in, I'd say, these two games. But again, if we're going based off multiplayer, Modern Warfare 2's maps aren't that good. If the only maps I want to play in Modern Warfare 2 is Shipment and Shoot House and maybe a couple new maps, it's F tier. It's a failure. But in terms of campaign, the campaign's pretty good. The thing is, the campaign here, right, starts off with a banger. I love how this campaign starts, but it falls off in the end. Again, these two campaigns just retell battles, but again, they tell the battles pretty well. This is its own original story, own original story, own original story, own original story, original story, original story, obviously original story, original story, original story. So is these, right? Call of Duty becomes its own stories after Call of Duty 4. After Call of Duty 3, technically speaking. Call of Duty 4, it's its own original. This is when Call of Duty becomes its own. And then, you know, around... Yeah. So that's my tier list. I think I've had a good time. This was fun. I gotta find a way to make this thumbnail as clickbait as possible. Because if it was ever goes, oh, well, this is a lot of S tiers. Don't care about how you feel. Let me know in your comments below. Actually, I do care. Let me know in your comments below what your favorite Call of Duty is. And if you want to watch the campaigns, you can check it out right here. Every single one of them. Again, except for Call of Duty 3, because technically, legitimately, can't play it legally without having to download the game. And I don't own the game to download it. So, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. It's gonna be a banger. I'm gonna be working on it right now. All right. See you everyone. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. All right. See you. Bye.